to Tears of the Kingdom Shrine tutorials. The shrine just beyond this rock here is the Miryotanog Shrine. This one's going to come in two major parts. First is getting to the actual shrine. The second part is completing it once you're in there. To begin, I suggest clearing out some of the monsters that are on the rock where the shrine is. I use Keese eyeballs for this. It's pretty effective. Just, getting them. Not hard to do. I used fire eyeballs because they do have explosive barrels over there, but you don't need to. Eventually, you want to make your way over to the little platform that makes it seem like you might be able to build a bridge across to the rock. Let me tell you right now that that bridge building idea doesn't always work. As many of the wooden planks as you grab, you're just not going to be able to reach. So what I suggest is making your platform as long as possible. And then after you've made it as long as possible, using the various pieces that have been given to you, you're going to want to just set it flat on the sand and then run and jump to it. You can then ascend up to the platform by getting underneath it. That's the best plan of attack to get to the actual shrine. Get up onto the actual rock, you're going to want to take your time to run around and grab some of the items that might be still left up here. A lot of the bokoblins are going to be falling off the rock, and when they do that, you're going to lose the items they were carrying, unless you want to try to get back in that sand and find them. It's not a huge deal if that happens, but there might be some awesome sticks and other such things that did not fall off you can grab. After you collect your sticks, go ahead and climb on up to where the shrine is, and we can begin the inner part of the Miryotanog Shrine. So unlike other shrines that are difficult to get to, this one is not just a Raru's blessing, because why would it be? This is actually a proving ground shrine. The goal of this shrine is for you to lure constructs into traps so you can destroy them without having to actually fight them or to fight them at half health. You're not given much for this shrine, but you don't need that much to complete it. So, when you walk in, you're going to find that they give you a long stick, a thick stick, and an old wooden bow with a few arrows. That's all you're really going to need. The first trap available to you is this one down here, which is just a receptacle for large metal balls. Basically, if you touch one of the lasers, the metal balls come flying down, hitting things. I suggest just jumping over, but if you do hit one of the things, the metal balls will come for you, as I just did. As you can see, there come the balls, so we're just going to jump out of the way over here so that they fly right past. Behind these barrels, there are 3 fire fruit that you could use as well, very helpful. And then you can run across again and let the balls go. The next trap is over here, and it's a fire trap. If you hit this line here, fire bursts out. There's also a rock over there that you could potentially blow up with that barrel. So what you're going to want to do is get close enough to grab the barrel with Ultra Hand, and you can move it over to that rock, and you want to try to place it on top of the rocks. As you can see, I have a little trouble with that. Once you get it up there, though, if you can cause that barrel to explode on the rocks, you can get that construct to fall into another fire trap. Take some damage. Plus, the explosion. There we go. That's close enough. As you can see, it gets trapped in the fire trap and dies. Same with this other one. Hooray! That's 2 constructs down. To get past the fire trap without taking any damage, it might behoove you to not do what I just did, and instead grab a wooden platform from the water. Ooh, come on, buddy. Learn from your mistakes. If you check there, there's a floating wooden panel there. You can just grab that wooden panel using Ultra Hand, and then you can ascend through it to get up and over. So here I go. I'm going to place that up there so it won't fall down, and then use Ascension to ascend through it so I can get around the fire trap without getting hurt. You can do this at the other fire trap as well. They do give you some rocks here that you can attach to your sticks to make them just a little stronger in case you end up having to actually fight. And I do suggest coming and grabbing as many of the gears that they drop, including 5 more arrows and a new bow. Next thing you're going to want to do is use the Ultra Hand once again to go grab your wooden platform. And do the same thing you did at the last fire trap. Hang it off the side and use it as a way to ascend over the fire trap. Oh, don't do that though. That's okay, you can still reach it if it falls down. Go ahead and ascend through. Make sure not to hit the laser. And there we go. Now that you've made it over the fire trap, the next part is up here, where there's yet another fire trap. For this one, I suggest moving these boxes as a barrier so that the construct can't get to you, and then having them run through the fire trap. So I grab the boxes and I move them into a position so that they cannot be breached by the constructs. A little Ultra Hand and glue is all you need, and now they have to go through the fire trap to get to you. So using an arrow, we're just going to wait for them to come through again to lure them. Go ahead and shoot it. It's going to see you, and it's going to have to come around. At first, it might try to throw rocks at you, but then it realizes it does have to approach you, and it might go through the trap unfazed. That's okay, just whack it a couple of times. Even though it's a strong construct, if you hit it hard enough and in the right direction, it'll go right into the trap. Once the trap's started, you might need to keep it in that general vicinity so that you can keep it on fire. So lure it in there and get it going. Look at him burn. And let's start the trap again. It's on fire. Struggling a little bit. There we go. Keep burning. Yes, yes, perfect. Now that he's been hit, oh, don't get hit though. That's not good. Now you can see I have 1 heart left. Not great. Don't worry about it though. We'll get him right here. So we'll grab the spiky bat, and we'll grab the Zonai charge and construct horns. We're going to utilize that strong horn to make a spear with the halberd that one of the earlier ones was holding. So we're going to go over and drop our soldier construct 3 horn, and we'll use fuse to attach it to our halberd. This is going to make our halberd a 21 power weapon, which is pretty sweet for a shrine like this. After that, we're just going to go take on the last one pretty much just by killing it. It's just honestly easier. Well, last 2, sorry. We'll lure this one over here, and then we'll use one of our fire fruit to light the ground on fire that it's standing on. And we'll knock it into the flames so that it gets damaged. And an easy kill. Pick up the Zonite longsword, you might need it. And then finally there's one more Zonite construct. He's hanging out over by the door, and your best bet is to start him on fire, which will take out about half of his hit points, and potentially ruin his bow, and then you can just stab him with your new halberd spear. And there you have it. Proving Grounds done. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at your next shrine.